Kansas coming off a 34-point loss at BYU. Bill Self looking to bounce back versus alma mater at Allen Fieldhouse, where no team has ever beat him 3 times. Mid-first half, Kansas up by 9 off a missed free throw. Hunter Dickinson tips it out. Rylan Griffin feeds Zeke Mayo, drills the 3. Jayhawks up 12. A few minutes later, Kansas up 13. Griffin to KJ Adams Jr. He throws it down. Jayhawks up by 15. Next Kansas possession, DeJuan Harris Jr. to Adams Jr. Jayhawks up 17. Kansas really controlled the end of that first half, Adam.
Yeah, they certainly did. They went on this explosive run to pull away, and then they didn't relax in the second half. We've seen them take their foot off the gas at various points this season, but there was none of that tonight. They were in straight attack mode for 40 minutes.
Yeah, it capped a 21-2 Kansas run right here with Hunter Dickinson throwing it down. Largest halftime lead, 29 points in a conference game since 2013 versus TCU, and Dickinson passes Stephen Curry for 36 all-time D1 scoring list. Now, early second half, Kansas up 31. Adams Jr. to Mayo in transition. Jayhawks up by 34. They lost by 34 earlier in the week. Now up by 34 on Saturday. Next possession, Griffin feeds Dickinson the two-handed slam. He finished with 16 points and 11 boards. Kansas wins 96-64. And here's Hunter Dickinson after the game with Jenny Dell.
Hunter, that was a statement win out there. How badly did you guys need this one?
I mean, coming off the last 2 games, I think the team kind of sensed that we needed a game like this. Coach brought us all in yesterday, said it's a new season. We're 0-0. It's a whole new season. We messed up the conference schedule, but our eyes are set on March, and that's the goal right now.
You are now a basketball analyst with CBS, so I would like you to analyze this game. Put on your little analyst hat. How do you explain how this team performed out there?
I think we really made them uncomfortable. I think that was the biggest thing. Team coming into our building, we got to make them uncomfortable and pick up 94. I think KJ, Ryle, and Zeke did a really good job of picking them up, making them really uncomfortable back there, and kind of taking them out of their sets.
How could a game like this change the momentum going into that final stretch?
I mean, we're 1-0. We're 1-0 going on to the next couple games of our conference schedule. Just got to try to win out, try to win the rest of our games, get some momentum going into March.
Congratulations on a great victory. We'll see you on HQ.
Thank you. Rock Chalk.
Hunter Dickinson and the Jayhawks leaving with a very much different taste in their mouth compared to their game against BYU. And look at what they did against BYU. So point differential, Wednesday, 34, minus 34. Saturday, plus 32 against OK State. They shot 52% from the field. And with that, we bring out 1/3 of the crew who called the game in Lawrence, Jim Spanarkel. And Jim, clearly Kansas got the message from Bill Self about how to take care of business. When you look at how they handled Oklahoma State this game, what was the most impressive part for you?
Well, the most impressive part for me was, remember, around the 10-minute mark in this first half, it was a relatively close game, about 4 or 6 points. The way they exploded on their home floor for that last 10 minutes of the first half and then carried it over at the break. Because sometimes you see a good first half and then you come back out in the second half and you kind of slack off a little bit. No slack in Bill Self's team this afternoon.
So no slacking with them. This is a team, Jim, that has beaten Duke. They beat Michigan State. Yes, we know it was early in the season. But as you look ahead for the Big 12 tournament and March Madness, what are you expecting out of this Kansas Jayhawks team?
I would expect, I'm not so sure you're going to see them play as well as they did today for the extended amount of time they played, but that would be something that Bill Self surely would take. I think you'll see them build on this, but keep in mind they have a couple of tough road games, or one road game at Houston. They play also at Colorado. So they have to build on this as a foundation and take it on the road with them and continue to play and can elevate this style of play after the last 2 games they had, especially at BYU.
Jim, we always appreciate your insight. Take care, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Chris.
And look, we have more college basketball hoops. Purdue at Indiana, number 13 team in the nation. And then at 3:45, Ohio State on the road against UCLA. Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. It's almost March Madness time, people.